Hello friend, I am so excited to have you back with me on today's video because we are a couple days into October and I'm starting to deck my house out in Halloween decor. So if you want to see how I incorporate some Halloween pieces in with my fall decor, stay tuned for today's video. But if you are new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Olivia, and on my channel, I create all sorts of feel-good content, just plain out good for the soul. So if that interests you, don't forget to subscribe. So this is pretty much part 2 of my Halloween decorating for the month of October, incorporating my Halloween decor in with my already existing fall decor. So I've already uploaded one video and it was on the day of October 1st and I decorated my office. And you definitely do not want to miss that video because I feel like I just absolutely love my office. I've really incorporated some spooky items and I also shared a cute little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern pillow DIY. So you definitely want to go check that out. And I'm also going to continue on with the DIYs for today's video, but it's going to be a lot easier and a lot quicker to make. I'll be making little ghosts out of just sparkly tulle and ribbon and all that fun stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. But right here, I'm at my dining room kitchen table, and right behind me is my coffee bar, and this is where we're going to focus on today. And I'm so excited to especially get a Halloween tablescape on my table. But as you can see, my coffee bar is pretty like Halloween-esque already. But I'm excited to add a little bit more. So without further ado, let's get started on today's video. Alrighty friends, I'm going to do a quick overview for you guys to show you the current decor that I have in this area. And if you are new here, you would not know that this coffee bar is actually new. The table right here and the chairs, that's new as well, but I already had a table there before, so that's not new. But the section that separates the living room from the kitchen, I always expressed that I had a difficult time decorating that area. I never really showed it on camera before just because it was really, I just had a difficult time figuring out what to do with that area and what to put in that area. So I came up with the perfect solution, which is a coffee bar. And if you haven't already seen my fall coffee bar video, in that video you will see how I put this area together from scratch, and I absolutely love how everything turned out. So you definitely want to go watch that video after this. But before we start decorating in today's video, I'm just going to give everything a good cleaning, especially since this is the coffee bar. I have lots of coffee stains and coffee splatters all over on the tray and on the countertop. I'm just gonna start clearing things away to give myself a blank canvas to start decorating with, especially on this tablescape. I'm pretty much gonna be incorporating all new pieces, give it a good refresh for the month of October, change things up a bit. Do not be afraid to just try things out. Try to switch your decor out. I'll be bringing in decor from other parts of the house throughout this video, just to give it a new purpose, give it new life, and I feel like that way I can save money a little bit. So if you don't already know, to explain this little situation over here where the watering bowl and food bowl is, I have a very large cat and a very small dog, and the cat likes to come over to Butters, my dog's water bowl, and scoop all the water out before he decides to finally drink the water. And so it's always a mess in this area. I'm always getting my socks wet. So that's a situation, but we're just replacing the plain bowls with some Halloween Rae Dunn bowls. And now that the animals have some cute Halloween water and food bowl, I'm going to move over to our tablescape. And like I said earlier, do not be afraid to move things around in your house, repurpose some items. That black lace comes from on top of my hutch in my office, and then that silver pitcher with those fall eucalyptus that comes from my master bathroom. And then I'm just gonna start layering some plates. The plates with the skulls, those came from Home Goods. And then the middle plate with the gold rim, I included those because I have these gold leaf napkin rings and I wanted to match that gold together. And then we're going to add some gold candlesticks that I brought down from my mantle in the living room, just so I'm able to tie in the gold napkin ring and then the gold rimmed plate, and of course the gold candle holders. And then we're going to switch out the plain candlesticks with some beautiful orange and super moody fall candlesticks, just to sort of play off that moody fall vibe I'm going for this year, especially when they are lit. And you'll see that at the end of this video whenever everything is all lit up. Absolutely love how moody and spooky the Halloween tablescape has turned out. So now I'm going to move over and start working on the coffee bar, and I'm just going to add some little Halloween goodies to really just bring some spice to the season. And we're going to add some Halloween mugs and a lot of the little goodies in this area I got from either TJ Maxx or Home Goods, and I'm sure if you already love those stores as much as I do, you probably already know that's where I got those items. But now I'm going to add these really cool vintage jack-o'-lantern lights that I got from Goodwill, and they came in the original packaging, and I got those like in June, and I was so excited whenever I saw them. I knew that they had to come home with me, even though we were in the middle of summer and summer decorating, but I'm so glad I brought them home with me. We're just going to add some to-go coffee cups that I got from TJ Maxx, and they have like little witch hats on them, so those are super fun and cute, and I cannot wait to use them whenever I'm in a rush in the morning for this month of October. Now that I switched some things up and added some new Halloween pieces and goodies on the actual coffee bar cart, I'm going to move over to this little island that separates the living room from the kitchen. And like I said, I've always had a really hard time decorating it, but in this area I just knew I had to add lots of different layers and textures, and that's why I added this mirror in the background. And it was actually my father's, so it's a very sentimental piece for me. I added that really awesome tiered tray that I got from TJ Maxx, and then some cloches, and then I've just sort of raised the far right cloche with a couple slabs of wood. I think that that's probably one of my biggest decorating tips, is just to add lots of layers and textures, and heights as well. So that's my biggest tip. But now we're gonna move on to the little DIY, and we're gonna make these little cute ghosts with some sparkly tulle and some lace tulle as well. And I got these little spools from the fabric section in Hobby Lobby, and they were half off whenever I went, and that was absolutely perfect because they were $3.99 each. So pretty much you get two for the price of one, which is an awesome deal. But we're just gonna roll the little, I think it would be easier if you probably got like a yard of tulle, but they didn't have any of the sparkly tulle, which is why I got the tulle spools. But I think it would sort of lay better if you had like an actual yard of fabric or tulle or whatever fabric you want to use for your ghosts. So since I didn't have that, I sort of needed to taper the ends, as you will see as I, roll it out to the desired length and then cut the end, and then I taper it to sort of give it that ghostly vibe and look to the little ghost. And yeah, so I'm just gonna roll a couple pieces out, and then we're just gonna start. It's pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna start laying them over top the styrofoam ball, and they're a little expensive at Hobby Lobby, these styrofoam balls. So I would recommend getting them at the dollar store or at Walmart. I feel like they would be much cheaper there. But you're just gonna lay them over top and then sort of collect it at the bottom to give it that ghostly shape with the head and then the ghostly bottom. And then you're just gonna tie it off before you add your ribbon. You don't have to, but I feel like the ribbon makes it a lot cuter rather than scary and spooky. And it would be so cute if you even added, maybe cut out little circles of black felt and added like a face or just some eyes. I feel like that would be super cute. But just add any desired ribbon that you would like. I'm just adding sort of these shimmery clear ribbons of 2 different textures, and the thick one is a white color, and then the smaller thinner one is a cream off-white color, and I absolutely love those 2 together. I think it would be so precious if you added some white or pink silk ribbon. I feel like that would be absolutely darling. But yeah, you're just going to tie it into a bow. You can really do whatever you want at this step. I feel like this little DIY project is so versatile. And you can make your ghost as big or as small as you want. But yeah, we're just going to fix them up a little bit, and you'll see here in a second how I'm going to hang them. So I got some safety pins, and I just safety pinned the top of the ghost's head. And I would honestly maybe paint the safety pin white to make it even more, it would camouflage it a lot better. But since mine are going to be high up, you won't really see the safety pin. And then I tied some white thread to them because that's all I had, but I would recommend some fishing line to make it really invisible. And I would not recommend poking some holes and using nails in your ceiling, because I use some clear wall hooks with double-sided tape, and you can find those honestly anywhere, especially at the grocery store, and they're so invisible. So it was just the perfect option for this little DIY. But I absolutely love the little bows, and I absolutely love how everything turned out. And if you have been sort of looking away from the screen for a little bit, you might want to put your eyes back on the screen, because we are going to do an overview of the final product. I absolutely love how everything came out so moody for this month of October. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the overview. And again, I cannot say thank you enough for all of your sweet comments and all of your love and support. It seriously means so much to me whenever you take the time to comment on my videos and give me a like and subscribe. It seriously, it means so much to me. So I just want to thank you guys again for that. And I want to share something with you that has been on my heart lately. I have been feeling really conflicted on whether or not to decorate for Halloween this year. And I just want to remind you guys, if you feel in your heart, like if you feel as like God is speaking to you, like you should not decorate for Halloween, you know, then don't follow that voice. But if you're not feeling that way, or if you really feel a passion to decorate your house for Halloween, especially if you have kids, and you take them out trick-or-treating, you know, then do what makes your heart happy. Your home and your home decor is a reflection of your soul and what you're feeling and what you're all about. And as we're going into the month of October, I feel like this is the time where a lot of different opposing views come out. But I just want to remind you guys to love thy neighbor. You know, God is love, and love is more of an action rather than a statement. So I just want to remind you guys to have compassion and understanding that everyone grows up different, and that really changes everyone's path in life. And since we all have different upbringings, we're all going to have different views and we're all going to use different lenses for our life. So if you take one thing away from this message that I'm sharing with you, remember that love conquers all and good prevails over evil. So yes, I am so thankful for you guys, and I'm so thankful for you watching today's video, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one. I'll see you there. Bye guys.